Hello there, Scorpio. This is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus. Really, if it's in any of your personal planets. And I've been thinking about also including just anybody, if Scorpio is your signature sign. Google these things if you don't know what they mean, but look up Scorpio signature sign and have your chart done and make sure, because if you have one sign in Scorpio, but it's your signature sign, then, you know, you should be here. Definitely. Anyways, thanks for my little, I'll get off my soapbox now and get to your reading, Scorpio. How are you guys doing? I hope you are doing wonderfully. I hope that you are well. Let's take a look at what is going on for the next 7 days. This week we are using Ciro Marchetti's Tarot Retrospective. It's kind of his greatest hit deck. And then he reversed the colors on. It's just such a pretty deck. If you love his work. I love his work. So here we are using one of his decks again. Welcome if you are new to the channel. I look at your material, spiritual world, and your love life next 7 days unless divine timing comes into play, and then I will let you guys know if that's the case. These are timeless readings, so if it's not resonating, make sure you check the rest of your chart out, and then also check out the playlist, because your answers are somewhere on this channel. Okay, Scorpio, brand new Scorpios to the channel. These candles I create for you every week. All you have to do is subscribe to claim their blessings. This blessing is for true love. This is for joy, happiness, bliss, and this is for prosperity and abundance. And really, these are whatever intentions or wishes that you have. As long as they're for your highest good, these candles will work for you, okay? All you have to do is subscribe to receive. But let's get into the spirit. Angels, woo, right away. Scorpio, you have King of Wands. There could be Aries, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Forgot my own sign for a second. Wow. Thank you, Spirit. Hermit. This could be Virgo, if you have that in your chart as well. But this is also looking within for your answers, being guided by the spirit within, and the Nine of Swords, but not listening to it. Okay, you guys. So the 9, you have 2 9s here. Right off the bat. So you are nearing completion on something that's been causing you quite a bit of upset. Some of you may be up late at night thinking about it, or it's woken you up from a nightmare. This is my dream card that is waking up from bad dreams as well. So that's why I feel like it is near completion, especially with the Hermit here. The King of Wands is indicating that either you have a support system with someone around you who kind of helps instill confidence in you, but it could also be your chart as well. So take a look at your chart and see if you have any dominant fire placements. But the Queen of Coins underneath is also talking about a different type of confidence. This is kind of, it's not quite as overt as our fiery king here, but she moves in confidence for sure. This is somebody who has worked and received and lives well and is very comfortable in the way that she lives and the way that she communicates with everybody. So, with her being at the bottom of the deck, I do think her influence is definitely over this reading. And again, you guys, I really work in polarities and not gender. So using, you know, her or his or anything like that, like it's really just society ingraining like their definition of polarity and not mine. And I really apologize because I just don't believe in gender at all. So, and especially not when it comes to spiritual matters. Let's just talk basically about who these people are. For instance, the Hermit doesn't have to be a masculine going inside and listening to his intuition and his higher self. This could definitely be any person with these qualities, okay? Whew, that's a lot. But you guys, I do see a lot of confidence working into this. I do feel like not only are you strong within, or you're learning some spiritual tools to help you deal with any anxiety that might be caused or keeping you up at night, but you do have a good support squad with this Queen of Coins, which I do think could be you guys. So could the King of Wands and the Hermit energy, despite any you know, astrology in here. The Nine of Swords is air. That is Aquarius. No, it's not. Just kidding. That's Gemini. second decan Gemini. And then we have the Hermit Virgo. King of Wands, like I said, is fire sign. And then the Queen of Coins could be any earth sign. But let's clarify this energy, please, Spirit. What is a deck that you would like for us to use to clarify this, please? Okay, I have to find the deck that they're giving me, you guys, because I kind of rearranged a little bit, thinking that it would be better for me. But now I'm like, oh, here it is. Okay, so this is the Shamanic Dreamers Oracle. I want to say that right, you guys. Shaman's Dream Oracle. And this is by Colette Baron Reed. Interesting that she wants me to use this. Again, you guys have been with me for a while. If you haven't, welcome. I use whatever Spirit tells me to use to clarify. And sometimes it's decks that I don't use very much, so I apologize ahead of time if I'm like, I don't know what this is. But I do also read intuitively, you guys. But if I think that I have to, I will pull out the book, just as an FYI. I have a lot of decks. Sometimes I get decks and then I forget that I have them. I might have a problem. All right, you guys. So for this King of Wands Spirit and my beautiful Scorpios, what do we need to know next 7 days? Clarify. Thank you. A tidy house, clarity and organization. And it's also a number 1. This is beautiful because I did say that it could be an Aries, and this looks very much like the card here that is the Palace of Wands. Let me see if I can find it real quick. If not, then I'm not going to go too far into it, you guys. But Ciro Marchetti added 4 cards for his tarot decks. Well, not all of them, but for many of them. And they are the places where the court cards live. And this looks very much like the Palace of Wands. So this is a house of passion, a house of inspiration. There it is. Thank you very much, Spirit. Let's put this back. This is a home in which I want to say fun as well. You know, being a fire sign, we have a tendency to be very enthusiastic. This is saying that, you know, there's a need for clarity and organization, which the King of Wands also reminds me a lot of someone who runs a business. So of course you need that clarity and organization if that's who you are as far as being an entrepreneur. But look at how warm and inviting these cards are. I mean, they're absolutely beautiful. There's butterflies, there's flowers. It looks like, you know, a warm spring or summer night, you know, it just lit by fairy lights and just a little bit of sunshine. So what I'm saying is, you guys, that this nightmare over here feels very cold. I get that. But Spirit is like, right now, focus on your home life, focus on the passions that you have, your inspirations, your artwork, your creativity. Those are what are important here. And the King of Wands is reminding you that, you know, part of what makes him such a wonderful ruler is that he is passionate about everything that he is in, everything that he does. And having that number 1 does remind me of Aries, where it's just like almost a blind passion, just, you know, just jumping in with something and knowing fully with just your intuition and your instinct that this is something that you want. I am getting big feelings of joy and warmth as well. So that might resonate with you guys as well. I'm going to leave this Palace of Wands up as well, just to kind of remind me. But when this card does come up, typically it is saying that there is some house cleaning that you might need to do. This could be physical. One of the things that our belief system, Dakota, is that, you know, you can't smudge in a dirty room. You know, like you can't just be like, oh, I'm going to cleanse this area of toxicity. You literally have to clean, and then you can smudge as well. So it's kind of an outside in, inside out, kind of as above, so below feeling. So Spirit is saying right now, if you're having a lot of anxiety and everything, you want to kind of look around you and see what might be causing some blockages within maybe even your own home. I'm hearing feng shui for some of you. If you haven't like looked into that, I don't know a lot about it. I'll be very honest, but I do believe that, you know, setups where you work, where you play, whatever, they do need to be open to the energies around you. So even if you have a very tidy home, you might want to check and see how everything is organized to make sure that the flow of energy is free to leave if it needs to leave, and then stay if it needs to stay. Okay. Bottom of the deck is falling angel, and this is spiritual narcolepsy. So spirit really wants you to get very, very clean here. As far as your spirit is concerned, they're saying that you are falling asleep at the wheel. I think that what it is like you almost ignoring this power that I'm seeing here from the inside, and it's like instead of looking at this guiding light, you're looking at this, you know, nightmare that's in the window who's watching, and you're focusing on that instead. Spirit is saying by focusing on that, you're forgetting your magic. You're forgetting how, I mean, this is just like, I just keep seeing like the fairy lights and everything and all of this beautiful warmth. And Spirit is saying just be very cautious right now, because here's another 9. You could be blocking out some of the potential help that is being sent your way, some divine guidance that is being sent your way, okay? So just be wary of that, you guys. This card does not feel as strong as these cards, though. I want to say that. So I do think that deep down you guys are my hermits, you know, that you have a lot of depth in spirituality already, that you've already tied yourself to the divine in so many cases, but it is feeling to me like something is getting to you so strongly that it pulls you away from the attention of the divine. I hope that really makes sense, you guys. Let's move on, though. I have a tendency to talk too much for those that are new. What's another deck, please, Spirit? Okay, we are going into the Energy Oracle. For some of you guys, you've been given an idea about making money, and I'm hearing that like what keeps you up at night is kind of, it's more of a boogeyman. It's not real, okay? It's, the anxiety is not, I'm not saying it's not there, but the basis of it feels like it's from the outside looking in, like this monster looking person, okay? Hermit card, please, Spirit. Ooh. Hermit card. Thank you, Spirit. Second chakra, Archangel Ariel, which is more sunshine, more light, more warmth. So this is very much, bottom of the deck is attachment. I do think that some of you might be attached to whatever is holding you back. There's a fear here that isn't grounded in reality. It is grounded in the mental space. So some of you guys might have some air pretty dominantly in your chart as well. Doesn't have to be Gemini, but any air, because sometimes my air signs tend to get really locked into what's going on in their head, and they don't reattach to say their lower chakras, which would guide them into what they actually believe, what they actually know to be true, where their intuition is guiding them. This is more of an instinctual intuition, but it is there nonetheless. We have another 9 here, you guys. So really look at, you know, the number 9 and how you are completing a cycle, but there is some fear of letting go of the cycle as well, and it could just be because of this boogeyman feeling that I'm getting, okay? With the second chakra of Archangel Ariel, I'm being told that you do have a spiritual team to call on that can help alleviate these fears. My grandmother is showing me how when I was little, I used to call on her, and what would happen, and this is, I mean, obviously I've been doing this for a very long time, but what would happen for me is that I would get enveloped in this warmth, and like she was hugging me, you know? A lot of people think spirits are always going to be cold, but I think that for me, I feel their energy in the way that they want me to feel it, and in this case, you know, it's always this warmth, this rush of warmth around me, and it's like it's enveloping me. And then there's a calming of my fears, okay? So I have heard her when I was little, when I was younger, she would actually just tell me it was going to be okay, you know, in the way that she would say it. And Spirit is saying that you can call on your ancestors and your angels, and if specifically Archangel Ariel comes comes up for you or is significant to you, you can call on her as well. She will absolutely alleviate your fears, okay? Your lower chakras can have a lot to do with the fear-based reactions, but right now it's like it just feels very, very much like it's in a mental space, like it's outside of you, outside of your chakras, okay? Let's continue, please, Spirit. Okay, so we're going to use the Work Your Light deck. This is by Rebecca Campbell. Oops, forgot one. Clarify this Nine of Swords for me. Clarify this Nine of Swords. Woo! Take them both. All right. So first, interesting. First, we have the ever unfolding rose. Cracked open, it's happening for you, not to you. So Spirit wants to remind you that the Hermit card is a reminder to learn and to grow on your journey. That this journey isn't just an outside experience. Much of it happens on the inside as well. And then when we look inside, what we see is this rose that is unfolding. It is beautiful, but it does feel like, you know, there had to be an event to help you grow into this, okay? I'm going to show both of these because the one that fell was Dance with Life. Do something to change your energy. Some of you actually should start dancing. That would be very helpful for you when you come up with, again, something that, you know, causes anxiety. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not very big with dance classes. That's just me. I think it's my ADHD. But, you know, something that has you moving. There is a movement that I'm seeing. And it's like once you come back into your body, you're able, some of you meditate by dancing. If that makes sense. If it doesn't make sense to you, you might want to try it. And it's just being so in your body that you connect to the divine. Okay. But by doing that, you're taking yourself out of this anxiety, out of your head. The bottom of the deck is you're already doing it. Stop overthinking and keep facing your true north. Okay. I'm going to get one more message about your material world. And then we move on to love, you guys. Thank you. Leave the gossip alone. So some of you are concerned that people might be talking about you, or you might be concerned because you caught people talking about you as well. But with these confident cards over here and the ever unfolding rose, it's like you're coming to a space where it doesn't really matter. Like you realize that this is petty, that this is just, you know, nightmares are mostly a figment of our imagination. And a lot of the time it is our brain trying to get us to see something that we're not dealing with in our real lives. So Spirit is like, you are seeing something and it's an exaggeration of what the truth is, okay? The bottom of the deck is don't feel like you have to protect yourself. So some of you are actually dealing with an anxiety riddled situation or person. And when it comes to your material world, it could very well be that you are walking in to work and people are talking about you, but you don't know for sure. And so, you know, you're kind of just like overthinking the whole thing. And Spirit is like, you don't need to do all that. Okay. You can walk away. You can find some balance someplace else. You should start applying if you can. Again, some of you are looking at an entrepreneurship on some level, and it does look very, very healthy and good for you. Okay. Okay, so this was your material reading, Scorpio. We're going to move into love now. If you are not interested in your love life, that is totally fine. One second as I put these away. But please make sure that you like these videos, comment down below, and then of course to receive the blessings, please, please, please subscribe, and let's move into love. Okay, sorry, I did pause it for just a second because I was very thirsty. But for love, we use Modern Love Tarot by Ethany. We clarify with some other love-specific cards, but this is for your next 7 days for my beautiful Scorpio. Spirit, what would you like my Scorpios to know is coming up for them in love? Thank you. Ace of Wands. Oh, hey. When this comes up and I ask questions about my love life, usually this means that I have an opportunity to satiate one part of my passions. If you are into phallic shaped things. If you are not, then it might just mean inspiration and passion, loyalty, springtime, new beginning. Oh, wow. Four of Wands. So now we have not only a new beginning, but stability. It leads to celebration, stability. This could be an engagement party. This could be an actual wedding as well. Since we are talking about love, some of you might be recently invited to a wedding that looks like it takes place maybe in the springtime. Very specific, right? But let's keep going here. Ace of Wands is fire. Four of Wands is Aries. Second decan Aries. That might resonate. That would be, oops, there we go. I want to say, I don't know. Okay, so the Ten of Swords, it does look like there is a departure. This looks like a situation that you have grown quite over with, that you finally might be walking away from something. There is a completion happening, it feels like. The bottom of the deck is the Four of Cups. So this could have been a long time coming, and you know, you're just kind of over a feeling of disillusionment. And I think that you're walking away from something in order. What I'm feeling is that I just remembered who I was reading for. Sorry. So this feels pretty specific to one of my friends' situations that I happen to know about. So I'm going to talk just to her, and then we're going to handle this more as a collective. Okay. So this definitely feels more like a person that I know that just recently you know, had her nuptials. There was a new beginning, a passionate new beginning in love for sure. And that she's got, you know, an issue with an ex, and who happens to be a terrible person. I think that given what we just watched, or what I just read for you guys, and this card coming up as well, the Nine of Swords always leads to the Ten of Swords, which is I'm done. Okay, so after a lot of mental anxiety, a lot of anxiousness, sleepless nights, you're done. And you know, this is in this case, this is a very, very good card. Okay. Spirit is like, what with my Four of Cups here. Oh, good. Okay. The next card is also, I'm not going to pull it out, but it is the Eight of Wands. So I do see that things are going to pick up very soon. You might actually be going on a trip with your person, and that could be for the collective. But the Four of Cups here, I just feel like you're over feeling like I should be having a good time, right? Like that, but this person keeps like, they text you at the wrong time, like you're just trying to live your best life, and they know it, and so they try to ruin it because they're horrible people. The good news is that this is over. I do feel like that this is waning. This feeling is waning, and you guys are moving in the next 7 days. You're just like done, done, done. There's going to be something that comes up where you can actually have more control over how done you are as well. So for everyone else, okay. That was for my one Scorpio. She knows who she is. But for everybody else, I do see a new beginning in love. I do think that some of you may be separated right now, and some of you may be really vibing with the message that I just gave. I'm actually feeling that I have more than one person that's like, wow, that's actually me too. So wonderful, Scorpio, because I do feel very good about this. I feel like you're finally over it. Okay. You would much rather, you're never going to go to a celebration and you're done with that. You're like, no, I'm gonna have a good time. You know, like I'm going to do something now to actually keep this person from ruining my day. And even if it's just like a very Zen thing, like good job. If you are able to actually like transmute your feelings, so the things that would normally trigger you from this person, like they no longer get to you. Okay, so they can continue to be their terrible selves, but it just doesn't get to you anymore. Okay, I'm going to pull some more cards. We're going to figure this out together, you guys, but I do feel like for my single Scorpios, you are moving towards this. You are moving towards a new beginning. Some of you, I cannot help but tell you guys that, you know, this does look like sexy times for lots of you. So yay. Lots of fire on the table. We do have Gemini again with the Ten of Swords. The Four of Cups could be Cancer. But I want to point out that, you know, if these don't resonate, that doesn't mean that these are not for you. Okay. Let's go in. All right, Spirit, tell me more about my Scorpio's love life the next 7 days. This does feel like the next 7 days, you guys, so this is wonderful. This is a timeless reading, so no matter when you find this, it does give me springtime vibes, though. Probably because this Aries here, and then this looks like the maypole. Well, not a maypole, but there's a... Although that does look like lavender in the background, so it could be summertime, too. I forgot the name of this ritual where they wrap the stick with the flowers, but some of you might know. If you do know, comment down below. I would love, love, love to hear what that is, because I'm going to forget what I said later. Okay. Spirit guides, ancient ancestors divine. Let's clarify more. What is this Ace of Wands? Woo! Sacred union, honor and treasure your relationship, for it is truly sacred. But this is the kind of, I mean, look at how intimate they are. This is a passionate new beginning that's not just sex, clearly. You know, like there's a lot of trust and a lot of depth and a lot of allowance here for both parties. And I do think that this is on its way if it hasn't already happened, okay? And this is part of, I'm hearing this inspires you, Scorpio. So this is very beautiful. I think for a lot of you, your hearts may have been closed off for a while, okay? With the Four of Cups energy that I feel is waning. I feel like it's been kind of difficult for you to feel like you could open up your heart. And I do think that this is happening, okay? For my singles. For those of you already in a relationship, then you already know what I'm talking about, because I feel like I'm talking to someone who this is how it started. I don't think I'm talking to anyone who is ending a okay, Spirit told me to back up. Hold on. Let's get some more cards out here. Thank you. Oh my God. This is really funny to me because if you are on my channel or if you're in my Discord, you know how I feel about twin flames. I do believe that they exist. I just don't think that they exist every lifetime for every single person, or you don't get to be in union every single time. All right, so twin flames, your passion ignites. A lot of readers have been calling this Four of Wands card the twin flame card. I mean, I get it because it looks like there's an 11-11 there. It looks like it's a divine union, a divine marriage. The reason why I always hesitate with it, though, is because this is a minor arcana card. And so these are your more mundane things that happen, but I can't ignore this, right? Like this does look like a passionate new beginning. We have sacred union and twin flames. You're very likely in a union with your twin flame, and I think that they are helping you heal so you can finally release some pretty painful stuff, okay? Wow, okay, hold up, y'all. All right, I'm trying not to get in the camera. Transformation, I just said it. Did I not say? All right, yes, I just said it, you guys. This person is helping you transform a lot. I think a lot of you might have had some, like I said, that Nine of Swords moving into the Ten of Swords, and it's finally time for you to release it. And I don't know how, like, they're just helping you, like, transform how you handle it. It's a complete transformation. You guys, if you are just dating and you are sure that this is your person, it is going to level up. It is a requirement that you release something, though, in order release any pain from past situations. For some of you guys, you are still terrified that your person, who seems to be wonderful, right, and they're doing all of the right things, you're still terrified that they're not. And the reason is because you've been traumatized, guys, by someone else, okay? So Spirit is like very much trying to get you to see that not everybody is the Nine of Swords, the boogeyman that was in the previous part of this reading, okay? The bottom of the deck is embrace. Through each other, you find the missing pieces. I want to see this one. Oh, look how beautiful that is. And new beginning is below that, which is, this is so beautiful, which is our Ace of Wands again. So I do think that you guys are moving into something quite beautiful. If you are not already there, it does require this Ten of Swords moment. But remember, it is always darkest before the dawn if you haven't gotten there yet, okay? Because this dawn is beautiful. All right, let's move into Romance Angels. For Scorpio. Thank you. Give your relationship a chance. Some of you guys, again, I think that you are holding yourselves back from something that feels very good because of some previous trauma. Spirit is saying it's time for you to work on your partnership. And here you have a partner. I think the feeling that I had before was like someone who literally is your boogeyman. Like the things that they said keep you up at night, or did. In some cases, it was, you know, some pretty abusive actions. I don't want to sugarcoat it because it doesn't feel good, but this feels good. You know what I'm saying? I can feel this energy exiting completely. I can. But you will have to accept that there are people that are not out to hurt you. Okay. And I think that you are getting there if you're not already there. Okay. Codependency with this. Addictions are affecting your love life. I think that this is telling you, what I just heard is like, yes, codependency is addicting or affecting your love life, but it is not your twin flame. It is not your person. One of the things, and I think that I'm being led, 100%, I need to actually sit down and organize my thoughts about this because when I see trigger terms like codependency and runner and chaser and mirroring and all of these terms that have to do with toxic relationships, the empath narcissist paradigm, I am reminded to tell people that your twin flame is not an abuser. Okay, that is not it. This is not correct. 100%. Okay, so it is not a toxic thing. And Spirit is saying for a lot of you, you're coming to recognize that now, that you have someone who is stable. The Four of Wands is stable. Okay, and the twin flame is working on themselves and willing to heal. And you know for a fact that this other person who, the codependency that you feel about them, that they were not willing to heal. They may have lied to you, but there's a point where you're like, I don't think you're actually going to ever do anything about this. Look at forgiving and learning. It's right here. They're not going to be able to do that. You can though. But I think in this case, it's forgiving and learning for yourself, forgiving yourself for your past, and moving into something that is much, much better. I think that codependency showed up here because it is still affecting you now. Okay, I really, really think so. And I really think that some of you, you know, have opened up your hearts, but there's like this part of you that is terrified. And I want this card for surrender to come out, to be honest, because it would really help me kind of focus this. I think that the words that are coming out of my, I really feel like surrendering to your twin flame might be what's happening here. Okay. Let's keep going, you guys. I'm already pretty far along here. Thank you. Calling in your soulmate. Yeah, this act of actually releasing and walking away completely, being able to transmute the energy that you usually have towards this awful person, is the act that calls in your soulmate. Okay. I feel like these should be swapped, but I'm going to keep going. Forgiving and learning stayed there at the bottom. And I think that some of you are in your twin flame relationship, but you are still drawn to react. And in order to really solidify this is what I'm seeing, it's like you're in it. You're going to be in it. That's fine. But to really solidify it, you have to transmute the energy that you have towards your past into growth. And I do think that your person is helping you heal that. Okay. my Scorpios, please. Hi, thank you. Hand of cards. Take a chance, risk being strategic options, not showing your hand, and gambling. Oh my God. And I'm just going to keep that there because it showed itself a few times while I was shuffling these. And I was just like, oh, that's cute. You guys take a chance. Again, this is, if some of you have just met your twin flame, I feel like, or you are just now open to receiving your twin flame. But it does require you taking a chance and opening up your heart. Look at unconditional love, self-love, oneness, passion, affection, and attraction. Again, that Ace of Wands is all about passion and attraction. And I'm getting very big, like, you know, I think you know, Scorpio. I think that you absolutely know who your person is. It does require, I have to say this, it does require for some of you to divorce someone very toxic. Is what I'm getting. The codependency feeling was what I was kind of getting. I think for some of you, you are, one, forgiving yourself for getting into this in the first place. Two, you have to leave, obviously. But by doing that, by making the steps to leave a toxic situation, you are calling in your person. You are calling all of this in, and it's absolutely stunning and beautiful, okay? Woo. Yeah, the Ten of Swords is your karmic. Karmic, fleeting triggers, turmoil, resentment, lessons, letting go, and loving you. I think, I mean, I know that my homegirl that I was talking about, she's going to message me and be like, oh my God, because I believe I even said this, that like sometimes, and I hate to bring up karmics, I hate the whole twin flame thing sometimes because I don't want people to think that they're supposed to be in an abusive relationship as a lesson. But once you are in it, you do get to turn that around into what you learned from this, but you also have to forgive yourself for stepping into it in the first place, okay? What I'm seeing here is it's quite possible that you guys are moving into your twin flame union. You are divorcing or leaving behind a karmic relationship that you learned a lot from, okay? But the letting go and loving you part is letting go of this and loving this, okay? And knowing that you deserve this too, okay? I want a lot of you, I think that for some of you this happened when you were very young. You need to forgive your younger selves, okay? I want you to go back and look at your younger self, like just visualize your younger self right before they made the decision to hop into bed with the karmic or whatever happened, okay? And say, first of all, I love you, all right? I wouldn't trade you for a million other people. You are still an incredible person. You are still, you know, a solid human being, and you are still growing. And you know what? You're one of the smartest people I know, and beautiful too, okay? I want you to give yourself a pep talk for when you were young, and then say, I forgive you for what is about to happen, because I do come out of this okay. I do come out of this better. I do come out of this greater than I ever was before, okay? Whew. Jeez Louise, Scorpio. We always go deep, don't we? Not enough, frustrated in relationship, lack of confidence, self-sabotage, fear and ego issues, and jealousy. I think that this is your karmic here talking. I think that they have said this to you. I think that they have obviously very big lack of confidence and fear and ego issues. They sabotage their lives and they're very jealous human beings. But I don't want to say who cares about them, because, you know, they got you to this, right? They, not them, you did. You got us to this. You got you to this. But, you know, it's time to close the door. It's time to walk out, okay? It's time to leave this karmic where they belong in the past. God, I love you guys. Okay. All right, Scorpio. Whew. Give your relationship a chance. Some of you guys may, oh my God. Some of you guys may go to Vegas, or you might meet your person in Vegas. There might be like a gambling town, or gambling, like your person might like to play cards or something. Slot machines. All right. I used to live in Vegas. That's why it always comes up for me. It could be any other town though, okay? One more message of love for my beautiful Scorpios, please. Thank you. Yeah, I'm going to leave that here. This one is toxic. We already know about that. And I'm going to leave this one here and this one here. We're going to cover this up. Okay, so it says, watch out. This one is toxic. Do they give you what you give? You deserve balance and let them go. This is a very balanced card, as you can tell. And it's time to let that go. The bottom of the deck says this is the one. This though, this is the one. Okay. One more message, please, from your Spirit Squad, Scorpio. What does your Spirit Squad want you to know for the next 7 days? Thank you. You are transforming. We already got transformation. I covered it up with all of those. So I am going to put that here. I do think that you guys are moving into such a beautiful space. So much love from the divine. They're so proud of you. They love you so much. I don't know how. I hope that one day I'm able to convey the feeling of love that I get when I see this card for you guys, okay? So there is a lot of love there. You are doing excellent. Don't worry, and always, always, always love yourself and forgive yourself, okay? You guys are incredible, incredible humans. All right, my Scorpios, I love you guys. Please, 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 if you resonated, I would love if you would like this video, comment down below. If you haven't already, subscribe so that you can receive these beautiful blessings. And thank you so much. I will see you guys soon. Bye.